We call it Cortana Intelligence. It integrates services for information management, big data, machine learning, AI, a bot framework, and business intelligence all together. The best way to understand what's possible with all of this power is to walk through an example of an AI application built on the cloud. So let's look at an example of a next-generation AI-powered customer service application. AI has the potential to significantly improve customer experience in service situations. Not only can customers get instant, high-quality responses to their questions and needs, but by learning from vast amounts of historical data, AI systems can anticipate problems and head off customer churn.
So I bought a car yesterday. Now I need to get insurance for this car. So let me actually browse to the website of my insurance agency and actually go about trying to purchase an auto policy. So here I see a live chat. So there's a bot that's available to actually speak with me to help me understand how I can buy an auto insurance policy. Now, bots support a lot of different patterns of interactions with our customers. We actually have a translator API that's working here where it can actually detect the language that I'm typing in and automatically write back in the appropriate language. Now, we can do some basic things like question and answer. So we ask, for example, where are you located? Now, the bot is going to understand the intent of what I'm saying, no matter what type of phrase that I actually use. So now I obviously came here to buy insurance, so let's go ahead and do that. Insurance. Now, this actually uses LUIS, the Language Understanding Intelligence Service, to actually understand the underlying intent. If I had said I want auto insurance, it wouldn't have actually asked me what type of insurance I want. So here, it actually asked me, I want auto, and it's now going to walk me through trying to actually authenticate if I'm an existing user or not. So in this case, I'm going to say, yes, I am an existing user. And what it's doing is it's actually connecting back to dynamic CRM to gather customer information and put that back into the framework. So here you could actually do smart authentication, things like facial recognition or voice recognition. In this case, I'm just going to do a simple personal identification number. And again, it's connecting back to that dynamic CRM to gather information about me. Now, after it authenticates me and it connects to all those systems, it's going to ask me more details about what kind of car I have. So I'm going to walk through and say I bought a Ford, for example, and I bought a Ford Fusion. It's a pretty exciting new car. And you also see that not only can you interact with the bot through typing, you actually have some nice options, some cards that display really nice little buttons here. And so it's actually going to ask me to upload a photo. I'm going to do that quick. Upload a photo here. Oops. So here I didn't pick the car. I actually picked a picture of my dog, and it says it looks like more like a dog standing on a field. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't say it was the most beautiful dog in the world, but I'll take it. So here it's really nice to be able to use the computer vision APIs. It actually detects what's in the image, making sure it's something appropriate if in this case. So let me do this right this time. So I'll get my Ford Fusion picture. And now the bot is actually going to understand that picture and actually try to build an appropriate quote for me. Now, in this case, it's not just going to use traditional risk assessment systems. It's actually going to use things like Azure machine learning models to understand my underlying propensity for churn. So really enhancing what you can do with traditional risk assessment systems. So you see in this case, it proposes a policy for me. And now I'm going to react to that policy and say whether I want to use it or not. Now, if I like this policy, it'd bring me to the payment process, maybe even use an existing method that's already there. But in this case, I'm going to say, no, that's way too expensive. And now the bot is going to use the Cognitive Services Text Analytics APIs to understand the sentiment of that and actually going to say, oh, you know, I can't actually deal with this as a bot. Let's bring in a human to actually help with this and help close that interaction. Now, as the human agent coming into this interaction, I need to understand what's going on, what is this customer information. Now, all of the information from that bot is going to be brought into Dynamic CRM, so you can see what the chat history is. You can see information about how long I've been a member at this insurance company, as well as getting information about the likelihood of churn with that machine learning model, as well as recommendations for what the human agent should actually consider. Maybe a discount in this case would make me less likely to churn. And so the agent actually has all of this information right at their fingertips to then go interact with that customer. Now, all of the information from these live chats are going to be hosted into CRM, but as across all of those different chats, you can actually aggregate that information and get even more insights on top of your data. you can actually do assessment in near real time to understand what trends are happening and what might be going wrong across your entire company. So for example, we can zoom in and look at some negative sentiment that's happening in Australia. And we see our word cloud says Contoso Insurance, expensive. This might indicate that our competitor is actually doing well in this market and our prices are too high. So with just this Power BI type of tool, you can actually zoom in and look at all of that information available to you. So what I've shown you here is the bot framework, how it enables you to have a really natural, personal conversation with your customers, interact with them, and then you can enhance that with machine learning and visualizations to really make the most value for your business. Thank you.